So Lauma plus Flins is probably really bad. I haven't used it, but just judging by what happened when I used a Dendro character at all with Flins, I can kind of tell where this is gonna go. So I've used Nahida with Flins during the crab boss just because you have to use a Dendro character, and if I'm being entirely honest, it did not go well. It didn't, because, well, I mean, it went well. We cleared, right? It's not to say that this team is, like, really, really bad. It's just that you shouldn't run this team to try and get the most damage, is really what I would say. This team should not be your source of doing the most damage. Yeah, I guess at first I'm not even gonna trigger Lunar Electrocharge until Aino comes on field. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's have everything go on here. We'll pop the Q skill, then the E skill, ow, then a Q skill, E skill, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. So did we only do one hit there? I wonder what okay, we did do 2 hits there. All right, cool. And, oh lord. Oh lord. I mean, there's not really much else to say. We saw what we saw. We saw what we needed to see. That was awful. So, keep in mind that with this, we're not getting any of this. There is no, Ascendant Gleam buff going on. Because what it says with, the Ascendant Gleam is they will only gain the effect for 20 seconds after a non-Moonsign character casts an elemental skill or elemental burst. So, my question, where is our non-Moonsign character? So this is completely useless. Having, 2 Moonsign characters in the party here. Or not 2 Moonsign, but 4 Moonsign, actually. Having 4 Moonsign in the party, completely useless. Doesn't help at all, overall. Yeah. So yeah, you could even see 4 Moonsign characters in the party. So, cannot use the buff. So, we're already seeing that. Flins' damage went down. His personal damage went down. He was doing 140 and 200,000. Before we get into this video, it'd mean a lot to me if you guys could go over to the link in the description and go to Nod-Krai Characters here and input at the Genshin Idiot. And under Nod-Krai Characters, you'll see that it brings up my video. It'd mean a lot to me if you did vote for me. You can vote once a day. Thank you guys. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, I might call this like the full Nod-Krai character setup or something, just because I think that's a better title than, Flins plus Lauma. Realistically, it is just Flins plus Lauma because his actual team does have 3 Nod-Krai characters on it. So we saw like, okay damage. I mean, we literally, last video that I recorded had literally like completely Flins doing like 640,000. So we lost 300,000 damage from just going and putting Lauma on the team. So that's 300,000 damage times 2 at the very minimum, which is 600,000 damage. Which Lauma, granted, she's great, but she's not making up for 600,000 damage. And especially when the option that you're replacing her with, or you're replacing and you're putting Lauma on here, is Sucrose. Sucrose is a 4-star, right? Like, she's a 4-star. You're putting a 5-star in a 4-star slot, and it's worse. So, I don't recommend it. So, surprisingly, I don't recommend it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys the damage numbers that you see here. It just overall, like, yeah. Let's go ahead. Yeah, all right. Boom, 240. That was 690 or 590, whatever. Yeah, I don't know why I keep hitting that 240 number. I really shouldn't be hitting that 240 number. But then there's, what, 480 or 380 maybe it was. I don't get it. We did way more damage just focusing on Lunar Charge. The reason for this being is, I think it's Ineffa, right? Along with Flins losing his own damage, I think Ineffa triggers a lot less Lunar Charge reactions because Dendro is applied, which you don't really want. So overall, like, while it seems like, oh yeah, let me add, Lauma, she'll do extra damage, she'll be put on extra damage, it really disrupts the flow of the team. It really does. You're better off replacing. I will test before I make such claims, but let's go ahead and give Barbara a shot. So let me go ahead and put Thrilling Tales on Barbara, and let's see the kind of damage we can do with it. I will not be surprised if Thrilling Tales Barbara ends up being better than Lauma. I won't. I won't. While we don't get the 40% res shred, we do still get the functionality of our team. That is kind of where we really lie here. Now, Aino isn't built, and Lauma does res shred hydro, so it's a little bit of, you know, maybe, but really it's not. Like, it's maybe, but like, no. So let's go ahead here. I mean, I'm gonna, I guess, put, yeah, there. Go heal us, Barbara. Yeah, okay, so we just did like 360,000. Yeah, okay. I would wager to say that this is better, or at least it's on par. And again, Lauma's a 5-star. Barbara is a free 4-star you get, and she's using a 3-star weapon. These are not the same. So I would wager to say they're at the very least very comparable in their damage. So yeah, you could even put Jean on there, right? Standard banner 5-star. If you really had bad luck with Sucrose, you could have just picked up Jean for free, given her, you know, she won't have Thrilling Tales, right? That sucks, but you would have the Iridescent, you know, and she would be healing, which, you know, is a good thing. Because I do feel like Ineffa, she's not foolproof. For the most part, Flins lives. But if I'm going ahead and I'm doing like multiple runs against the Capybara, like 10 runs against the Capybara, generally, Ineffa, you know, a shield alone will not save you, right? The Capybara does too much damage and he'll start doing just chipping away at your characters. But that really is not a, like 99.9% of people are not going to have an issue with that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.